Hello 7th class, welcome back. So in our previous classes we were doing our triangle and its properties. In that we covered exterior angle property and we also discussed about the angle sum property of triangle, which says that the sum of angles of a triangle is 180, that is their sum is 180. Now we are going to do the questions on angle sum property, which is your exercise 6.3. Question number 1. The figure is like this: A, B, C. This angle is X, this angle is 50 degree, this angle is your 60 degree. Okay, this is C. We have to find the unknown X in all the parts. This is first part. So by angle sum property, your measure of angle A plus measure of angle B plus measure of angle C should be 180 degree. It is true for all types of angle, implies X plus 50 degree plus 60 degree should be equal to 180, or in other words you can say that X plus 110 is equal to 180. When we transpose this 110 to right hand side, we will get 180 degree minus 110, or you can say your X is going to be equal to 70 degrees. So this is going to be your answer, measure for X. Second is a triangle like this. This is P, this is R, and this is 30. This is X. Okay, this is Q. So this triangle is right angle. You will write this triangle is right angled at P. This symbol means that here we are having 90 degree angle. So implies by angle sum property, which is true for every kind of triangle, yet measure of angle P plus measure of angle Q plus measure of angle R is going to be 180. In other words, it is 90 degree plus Q, it is 30 degree, and this is X, which is going to be 180. So this is 120 plus X is 180, or you can say that your X is 180 minus 120, that is 60 degree. So your X is going to be 60 degree. Next is part number C of first question. This is a figure like this. This is Y, this is X, and this is Z. This angle is X, this is 110, and this one is 30 degree. Okay, so by angle sum property, the sum of angles of a triangle should be 180, implies measure of angle X plus measure of angle Y plus measure of angle Z should be equal to 180, or you can say that 30 degree plus 110 degree plus X should be 180, or 140 degree plus X is equal to 180, implies X is going to be 180 minus 140, that is your X is going to be 40 degrees. So this is your answer. Now next we are going to do fourth part. Fourth part is diagram is like this. This is 50 degree, this is X, and this is X. So by angle sum property, and name is not given, so by angle sum property, sum of angles of triangle of given triangle should be equal to how much? 180. It means 50 degree plus x is going to 180. Implies 50 plus 2x is going to be 180. We are transposing this here. We will get 2x as 180 minus 50. Implies your 2x is 130 and your x is going to be 130 by 2, which is going to be 65 degree. So this is the measure of your angle x. Now fifth is an equilateral triangle in which all angles are equal. You have to do by yourself. I am going to do sixth part. In sixth part we have a triangle like this. This is like this, and this is 2x. So by angle sum property, again we will write the same thing. Sum of angles of triangle should be 180 degree. So angles are x plus this is right angle. So 90 degree plus 2x should be 180. So x and 2x is going to be 3x plus 90 degree is equal to 180. 3x is equal to 180 minus 90. It means your 3x is going to be 90 degree and your x is going to be 90 degree by 3. That is 30 degree. This is your answer. This is the measure of your x. Now question number 2 is you have to find the value of unknowns x and y in the diagram. In this we have to find out one unknown. In question number 2 we have two unknowns. So we are going to rub this one. In first we have a diagram like this, figure like this. This is 50, this is x, this is y, and this is 120. Okay. So we are going to name the triangle. This is A, this is B, this is C, and this is your D. So angle ACD is exterior to triangle ABC. That is correct, right? ACD is exterior to this triangle because it is formed by extending this side and it is formed with another side. So now by exterior angle property says that the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of two interior opposite angles. So interior angles at opposite also are going to be this and this. Implies measure of angle ACD is equal to measure of angle, this angle which is ABC, and this angle which is measure of angle BAC. So you will write down the values. This is 120 degree, ABC which is 50 degree, and BAC we don't know, it is x. So your x is going to be 120 degree minus 50 degree, which is going to be 70 degree. Okay. Now we have found out the x. Now we have to find out y. We can find out y by two methods: by using the linear pair or by using the angle sum property for triangle. We can do by any methods. I am going to use the both. So first, if or this is for second part. After that you can do this or you can do this. First, so by in triangle ABC, measure of angle A plus measure of angle B plus measure of angle C is going to be 180. So your angle A is, you have found out here, 70 degree plus 50 degree plus measure of angle C is equal to 180 degree. This is your 120 degree. So 120 degree plus measure of angle C is equal to 180, or you can see that your measure of C is 180 minus 120, that is 60 degree. So your y is your 60 degree. This is one way. The second way is angle Y, angle ACB and angle ACD form a linear pair. Okay, they are adjacent and supplementary. Implies angle, measure of angle ACB plus, this is C, plus measure of angle ACD is going to be 180, or you can say that it is Y plus 120 is going to be 180 degree. Implies your Y is going to be 180 minus 120, that is 60 degree. So in both the cases you will get the same answer. You can, for part 2 you can use this one or this one. Next we have part 2. Which is a triangle like this. Okay, and this angle is 80, this angle is 50, this is Y and this is X. Again we are going to name the triangle A, B, C, D and E. Okay, the points. Now angle A, this ACB, angle ACB is equal to measure of angle ECD. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angle. So your ACB, which is Y, is going to be equal to 80 degree, which was measure of angle ECD. This we have found out the Y. Now we are going to use angle sum property. Now by angle sum property, the sum of measure of triangles. So measure of angle A plus measure of angle B plus measure of your angle ACB. Okay, which is angle C should be equal to 180. Angle A is 50 degree, B is X and this is your Y, which is 80 degree, 180 degree. So your 50 plus 80 is going to be 130, 130 plus X is going to be 180, implies your X is going to be 180 minus 130, that is your 50 degree. This is going to be your answer. This was from the earlier question. So this is your answer. Next is part 3. Part 3 mein we have a figure like this, triangle. An exterior angle is formed on this side. This is X, this is Y, and these are 50 and 60 degrees. 50 degree and 60 degrees. We are going to name the triangle A, B, C and D. Now in triangle ABC, we will use the angle sum property because two angles are given. We can find out the value of Y. So measure of angle A plus measure of angle B. Because it is ambiguous what angle C will represent, so we are going to use the full name for angle C, that is ACB is equal to 180. So this is 50, this is 60 and this is your Y is going to be 180 degree. 50 and 60 is 110 plus Y is equal to 180 degree. So your Y is going to be 180 minus 110, that is 70 degree. Now we have found out the Y. What about angle X? So angle X we can use two methods. Either we can use angle sum exterior angle property or we can use linear pair. So we are going to use exterior angle property. Now angle ACD is exterior to triangle ABC, implies measure of angle ACD is going to be equal to sum of two interior opposite angles, that is A and B, implies your ACD, which is X, is going to be 50 plus 60, which will be 110. So this is your X and this was your Y. So we have done, we have fourth part also. So fourth part is, we are going to rub this now. is like this. This is y, this is 30 degree, this is x, this is 60 degree, and the names are not given to the triangle. So first step will be, we will be giving them names A, B, C, and the rays, this is D and this is E. Okay. Now angle, this is angle x is vertically opposite to 60 degree. So they are going to be equal, and after we have found out the value of x, we can use angle sum property and find out the value of y. So angle, measure of angle CAB is equal to measure of angle EAD. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angles, and vertically opposite angles are equal in measure. So implies your CAB, which is x, is going to be 60 degree. Okay, x we are done. Now in triangle ABC, measure of angle CAB plus measure of angle B plus measure of angle C is equal to 180 degree. Now sometimes we are writing it as B, sometimes we are writing the angles as CAB. Why we are doing that? Now angle C is unambiguous. When we are talking about angle C, we know that there is only one angle, that is this one. When we are talking about angle B, we know that there is only one B angle, this is there. But at A point, there are exactly 4 angles. So we don't know what angle we are talking about when we are going to write MA. So it can mean this one, this one, this one, or this one. So to remove that ambiguity, we are writing CAB or maybe EAD. EAD. So that's why we are writing like this. So CAB is your angle CAB is your x, B is your 30 degree, and your C is y. Your x is 60 degree, so we can write 60 here is equal to 180 degree. 30 plus 60 is 90, 90 degree plus y is equal to 180 degree. Implies you can find out y, which will be minus 90, which will be 90 degree. So your y is 9 and your x is 60 degree. This was your part number 4. Now part number 5. Part number 5 is this one. This is y, this is 90, this is x, and this is x. We are going to name it A, B, C, D, and this is E. Okay, now angle y and I'm going to rub this one. Now angle y and this angle are vertically opposite angles. So we can find out y. After we have found out y, we can use angle sum property and then try to find out our x. So angle, measure of angle ACB is going to be measure of angle ECD. Okay, why? Because vertically opposite angles are equal, implies your angle y is going to be angle ECD, which is 90 degree. So we have got the y. Now in triangle ABC, measure of angle A plus measure of angle B plus measure of angle ACB is going to be 180. Now I am going to write all the values. A is x, B is x, and this is y, which is 90 degree. Okay, 180. After that, 2x plus 90 degree is equal to 180 degree, implies 2x is equal to 180 minus 90 degree, which means that your 2x is 90 degree and your x is going to be 90 by 2, that is 45. So your x is 45 and your y was 90. These are the measures of x and y. Now we are going to do the last part of this question, an exercise also. I am going to rub this one. So sixth one is a diagram like this. Okay, this is x, this is y, this is x, this is x. We have to find out value of x and y. So what we will do, we can name the triangle. Or we can do without that also, but we are going to name it anyway, okay? This is ABC, this is P, Q, R, S, T and U, okay? So now we have to find out, first we are going to use this one. First we are going to use vertically opposite angle property, then we are going to use our angle sum property. So angle, measure of angle this, which is BAC, is going to be equal to measure of angle RAS, okay? Implies your measure of angle BAC is going to be x. Okay, this we are done. Next, this angle we have found out. Now this one on this side. Now, or first we are going to talk about this one. Now again we are writing vertically opposite angles. Again, measure of angle QCP is equal to, or you can say ACP is equal to measure of QCP. It means that angle ACP is equal to angle X. Okay, this is 2. Now I will come at this point. Now measure of angle CBA is equal to measure of angle UBT. Now implies your y is equal to x. Okay, this is third. Now we will talk about the triangle. We have used vertically opposite angle. This is vertically opposite angle. This is also vertically opposite angles. And because vertically opposite angles are equal, so we are equating them. Now after that we are going here. So in triangle ABC. So sum of angles of a triangle is 180. So measure of BAC plus measure of ACB plus measure of CBA is going to be 180. Now I am going to use equation using equation 1, 2 and 3. Okay, 1, 2 and 3. What is BAC? BAC is your x. What is ACB? ACB is your x. Now CBA. CBA is y, which is equal to x. So we are going to write x. This is going to be 180. Now x plus x is going to be 3x. 3x is equal to 180. Implies your x is equal to 180 divided by 3. That is your x is equal to 60 degree. 3 ones are 1. 3 60s is 180 degree. So the value of x is 60 degree and y is equal to x, implies your y is also equal to 60 degree. So we have found out both the values. So with this we have completed our exercise. Next we have is think, discuss and write. In it we have something like this, questions like this. First one is, can you have a triangle with 2 right angles? If a triangle is having 2 right angles, then the sum of angles of triangles is going to be more than 180. Okay, 180 तो 2 right angles से बन ही रहा है. There is going to be third angles also, so it is going to be more than 180. So So first one, think, discuss and write. First one is going to be no, because then the angles, then the sum of angles is going to be more than 180. So no. Can you have a triangle with two obtuse angles? Obtuse angles are more than 180. If two angles are going to be more than no, obtuse angles are more than 90. If two angles are more than 90, then the sum of two angles is going to be more than 180. And then there is third angle also. It means the sum of angles of a triangle is going to be much more than 180. So it can't be happening, and the answer is going to be no. Third is, can you have a triangle with two acute angles? Yes, we can have. Yes, we can have a triangle with two acute angles. You can take example. Example is equilateral triangle. Okay, equilateral triangle में all angles are 60 degree. All angles are 60 degree. All angles are acute angles. Now fourth one में we have, can you have triangles with all angle greater than 60? All angles greater than 60. Okay, we have three angles. Angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3. Their sum will be more than 60 plus more than 60 plus more than 60. It is going to be more than 180. So it means that will not be a triangle, because sum of angles of a triangle should be equal to 180, not more than or not less than 180. Exactly 180. Similarly, can you have a triangle with three angles equal to 60? Yes, we can have. Okay. Fourth one is answer is no. Fifth one is yes. Again the example is equilateral triangle. Yes, equilateral triangle. Okay. Sixth one, can you have a triangle with all the angles less than 60 degree? So answer is going to be no, because if the all angles are less than 60, then sum is going to be less than 60, and that is not allowed. So answer is going to be no. Next we have is two special triangles, that is equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle. We have heard about them earlier also. Equilateral triangle, we know that all sides are equal, and in isosceles triangle we have two sides as equal. So we are going to write the properties of both of these. So first we have is isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle में a triangle with two equal sides. Okay, this is going to be the triangle. So suppose this side is equal to this side, so we are going to put the small two equal to's on these lines to represent that these sides are equal. Now we have one more property with isosceles triangle. And these two sides are equal, but what about angles? Now if these two sides are equal, then angle opposite to this side, angle opposite is this, and to this angle opposite is this. So angle opposite to equal sides are also equal. So in it, you can write that angle in isosceles triangle, angle angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Okay, angles equal opposite to equal sides are equal. Okay, suppose we have an isosceles triangle in which this is 3 centimeter, this is 3 centimeter, and this is 4 centimeter, and this is angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3. Then these are equal sides, this and this. So angle opposite are going to be angle 1 and 2. So angle 1 and 2 are going to be equal. Next we have is equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle, we have two properties. Equilateral triangle, first is, it is a triangle with all the three sides as equal. Whatever the length of sides may be, if they have 3, 3, 3, then it is equilateral. Even if they have the length 11 centimeter, 11 centimeter, 11 centimeter, then also it is an equilateral triangle. And what about angles of equilateral triangles? In equilateral triangles, all angles are equal. You can use the isosceles angle property. Angle opposite this side is equal to this side. So angle opposite are going to be equal. So this is equal to this. But again, this side is equal to this. It means this and this are going to be equal. Or you can say that all angles are equal. And if they are equal, they should be how much? So this is x, this is x, this is x. So sum is x plus x. Sum should be 180 degree. So it means 3x is equal to 180, implies your x is going to be 60 degree. So all the angles, or you can say that all angles of an equilateral triangle are equal to 60 degree. They are all equal and they are 60 degree in measure. So with this we are going to end the class for today. In next class we are going to do the exercise related to this, and we will move on to right angles. Have a nice day.